The first question I'm going to pose to the leader of the Democratic Alliance. She's been sitting for quite a while, and we know that she has to be on the campaign trail again quite soon. So, Ms. Zille, you dedicated a lot of your speech to, just like the leader of Ahang, you dedicated a lot of your speech to the President of South Africa and what you perceive has gone wrong under his leadership. What I wanted to find out from you is if Zuma was not the ANC's presidential candidate, if the ANC suddenly decided today to replace him with your new hero, former President Mbeki, or if they decided that Minister Malusi Gigaba, who is as straight and clean as they come, that he should be the presidential candidate, what would be your problem with the ANC then?
Well, Ranjeni, as you probably heard, I didn't mention Zuma very often in my address. I said when we look backwards in 10 years' time, what will this election have been about? What should it have been about? And how can we make it about those things? And that is what I was talking about. Now, quite frankly, who leads the ANC has become almost irrelevant. I think that Jacob Zuma just symbolizes very graphically what has become of that party. It has become a closed, crony-driven system that sees politics as an internal struggle for power to be able to dispense patronage and deploy cadres. And whoever leads it is going to be inserted into a system with that value set, so it almost makes it irrelevant who the individual is. Because cadres are deployed and advantages sought in terms of tenders, jobs, promotions, and access to wealth. And it creates a system of insiders and outsiders that is not going to be broken down by any individual. It's a systemic problem now. Further, the critical thing about the ANC, and I agree with Mampila about this, is that it sees the state as the driver of the economy and the determinant of whether or not people get jobs. And we, as I said, believe, and we have spelt it out very clearly in our 8% growth and jobs plan, that the state plays a facilitative role. It has many, many things to do, which is spelt out in the Constitution, but when it does its job properly, it creates a conducive climate for investment and growth that creates jobs. And we have modeled our plan, and we believe that is so, and it's fundamentally different from the point of departure of the ANC, and indeed of Zwelinzima Vavi, but all the historical evidence really is on our side about how one creates growth and jobs. So it really makes very little difference who is in charge of the ANC. Jacob Zuma has just exemplified what a closed crony system results in. It's a system that feeds the big man, who in turn looks after his acolytes. And that has become entrenched in many, many failed transitions, and it is symbolized by the ANC.
Know more about your world.
eNCA.com